figuring out the truth is quite simple. You just follow the money, and if something doesn't seem right and you figure out where that money goes, it's really easy to find the agenda.
This is The Deep Dive with Adam Roa.
And, again, I just had a podcast with Zuni elder Clifford Mahudi. What do you think they used for medicine for thousands of years? You know what I mean? They had herbs and something for every single thing. Even when I was in China, they had this map of the energy body. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. And I said, well, they're like, yeah, it can heal anything. I was like, you're telling me the energy body can heal anything? I was like, well, they're like, other than broken limbs and stuff like that. But like, if you have the flu or mild symptoms, you'd put the needle here and all these different other things, even for depression and anxiety, things like that. They would always map the energy body. It was very important in the way that they understood health, holistic health. And so when you understand that Rockefeller actually used his power and influence to create a report that hijacked homeopathy to make allopathic medicine the norm, and then they used propaganda, which they're very good at. Anything that wasn't allopathy was quackery. Anything holistic, Ayurvedic, anything you would learn in yoga, anything you would learn from a Native American elder, anything you'd learn from a herbalist, anything you'd learn from somebody who does terrain theory. And that's the origin of this argument, as far as I can trace it back, is germ theory versus terrain theory. And this is when they wanted to know why an apple rotted. And I can't remember what time frame this was. So please do your own research and fact check me, because the way my brain remembers things is not precise. It's just kind of the general overview. So fact check everybody. But so they want to know why an apple would rot. They put a case over it, but the apple would rot. So there's two people at the time, two main theorists. One of them was Louis Pasteur, who was a chemist. And he said, it's a germ. A germ flies in, comes, gets it, and makes the apple rot. The other guy was Antoine Béchamp, who was a genius, who had 4 PhDs. And he said it's the terrain. The terrain of the apple gets compromised, so any number of germs can do any number of things. And so what he focused on was the health of the terrain, the health of the body. Kind of common sense if you're a human, because you have a immune system. So how do people, and I've always looked at extraordinary people and what we're capable of. Wim Hof wasn't supposed to be able to do everything that he could do, freezing cold weather. Humans aren't supposed to be able to do half of the feats that we have done. Then alone, fight off a virus or stay healthy. That's what the body's meant to do, this natural equilibrium. And so when something's off, it knows what to do. And so terrain theory says no matter what you have, you got to go to the root cause, sort that out, and then the body's going to do what it's supposed to do. And so the problem is there's no money in that. And you can find books and experts and doctors that will show two sides, right? It's flat earth and round earth. It's Trump versus Biden. It's two polar opposites. But when you study both sides, one of them might have more weight. And so when you realize that there is, and almost always, I had Tom Campbell on. He's one of the top physicists talking about simulation theory. And he goes, it's, figuring out the truth is quite simple. You just follow the money. And if something doesn't seem right and you figure out where that money goes, it's really easy to find the agenda. And it's very, very true with this and who benefits from that.